YouTubers, welcome back for another adventure. I told you guys I have a big interest in redneck builds, and here's a pair of them. I think we'll call that Chitty Chitty, and we'll call that one Bang Bang. I'm told both these machines were built by the same person. I bought them from one person, but I didn't meet the actual person who built them. I'm told that the creator is in his early 40s, and from what I've been able to pick up from the story, these were basically abandoned. Somebody dropped them off at a garage and basically said, "I don't want these anymore. I have a tractor. You know, could you take these off my hands?" So let's start out with Chitty here. 5 horsepower Briggs. Interesting bumper. Not quite sure how they got it bent like that. It must have been quite the whack. The engine appears to be seized, right? The clutch it has, these were pretty common for snow blowers. Basically, if it wasn't seized, you would slide that forward and it squeezes the belt, and that's how it works. And that is kind of a snowblower engine. You see the second shaft right there. That's typically how the one with the belt on it right now, that one spins twice as fast. It speeds engine RPM, and that actually drives your auger. This one speeds backwards. It's basically an extension of the cam, and you use that typically to drive the drive wheels on a snowblower. So it's a snowblower engine. You can see the belt comes off, goes to the shaft and chain drive there, and you can see the steering. This looks real old time. It does have gear reduction, right? The front end out of a tractor, I believe. You guys can kind of take a look at all this. Pipe frame, heavy monster. What I'm going to do is I'm going to flip it up and we could go forward from there. I assume this is some kind of brake, and you guys could see they did put some kind of transmission in it. Looks like they bent the shift rod a whole bunch of times to get it where they want it to be. This was floating around in the bed. And actually, before I flip it up, let me mention one of the detail here. It is 36 inches wide with the tires on it. And it's weird because most golf carts are around 40 or 42. So it's a little narrow for a golf cart rear end. But let me show you what it looks like. So here's what the rear axle looks like. I don't know if anybody could look right at that and say, oh yeah, that's a whatever. I had an old Ford Falcon, and to be honest, it looks something like that. I don't know if you guys could see. There are a few words written there. I don't know if you guys could make them out. Anyway, they put a disc on here, and you guys could see they went with a disc brake. The shaft, I'm not sure what that transmission is out of. They told me it was a 3-speed. Is it not? I have no clue. And you could see some of the steering there. Right, the way it turns that. And that's what the axle looks like. So this is the first one. Once again, it's heavy. It's 36 inches wide. It's probably 10, 12 foot long, 12 foot long. I'm told that it was used for leaves, that whoever owned it would collect leaves and put it in it. And that's why it was created. Look, it still has some leaves in it. Plastic bottom's interesting. Still has the stickers on the wheels in the back. That's kind of interesting. Also, by the way, the wheels bolt through. I don't know if that could tell you guys a little bit more about perhaps some of the pedigree of the parts. You could see they weren't shy when it came to using pillow bearings. Right. So that's Chitty. So here's Bang Bang. I don't know if I mentioned on Chitty, but the engine appeared to be seized. This one, the engine turns over. Chitty has a L head. This has overhead valves. You can see once again plenty of pillow bearings. I think this is a friction style clutch where you you got to slide it in and do that catch to get it to engage. I'm not sure how much of this actually functions. I was looking at it and I saw these on Marketplace. Then I actually purchased them. The guy brought them to Stormville, and that's where I looked at them and I said, hey, if they don't sell, I'll give you a call and make a deal. He was originally asking $800 for the pair. I gave him $500 for the pair, and I gave him another $50 to deliver them. Now, when they built this, I'm not quite sure why they did the cattywampus thing with the pulley. Right, see how the shaft, it should be like this, and it's not. I'm not sure why they did that. So, engine, friction plate type clutch, gear reduction. I'm told this is a 3-speed. Same width as the other one, 36. You can see this was built out of square tube, where this is round. This looks a little bit more, I'm going to use the word simplified, sophisticated perhaps, than this guy. This guy looks like it might have been built first. Perhaps it's a little cruder, right? More metal overlap. These flathead quarter 20s. You just don't see them really anywhere anymore. This is all welded. Really not much hardware on it though. They still went with the flat blade style quarter 20s. Anyway, let me flip this one up so we could get a look at what's underneath. So here we go for this one. You guys can see it still has the sticker there. Towmaster. There's a serial number if you guys could read it. Made in China. Dot number. What is that? 6202. So typical trailer tires. All 4 match. Once again, bolt through this way. Seems a little locked. Now, to me, what this looks like some kind of plow frame. perhaps, I don't know. You can see how they butt welded it together. Not very good. Rear end, you could see the drive shaft appears to be encapsulated. There's the transmission. I was told it was a 3-speed. I don't know. Haven't gotten that far. Plywood. Is that plywood? Or is that some kind of strange plastic? Not quite sure what this board is, what the base is made out of. That's what the front end looks like. Drive into the transmission and all of that. There really aren't knobbies on the tire, so I think this guy was actually used a good little bit. Well, I bought them for the first reason, they're interesting. For the second reason, out in Pennsylvania, a lot of times they have these tractor parades, and you see people driving around their creations. And I thought this would make a very interesting creation for the show. It's interesting. They actually put a pivoting front end, and they put them on pillow bearings. I don't know if you guys recognize any of this. If this is and that could be a weld there, a shortened front end. I don't know, out of a Model A or T. I'm not sure. You guys might recognize some of the parts. Steering wheel. It says Superior. Superior Performance Products. And then something like that. Once again, back to the slotted quarter 20s. Sometimes when you look at the clutches, some folks recognize them from somewhere. I do not. So what do you guys think? I think once this is moving, you want to stay away from all those gears and so forth, unless you want to see what the inside of your hand looks like after it's been run through a shredder. Yeah, I thought they were interesting, and I wanted to own them for that reason. I thought it's kind of strange though. Once again, both rear axles are not standard gauge. This looks like there's grease fittings out there. It doesn't look cut. So I'm not quite sure what this rear end went to. This is typical drum brakes in the back. These are like pretty interesting looking Halloween projects. They do Beverly Hills Billies, Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. I don't know. Whatever TV show you want to look at. Sometimes one shouldn't watch vintage reruns on TV and then spend too much time with scrap metal, plywood, and an arc welder. Yeah, whatever they made the bottom out of, they made this out of too. Yeah, I'm not sure if this is wood or some kind of strange composite. I guess it's wood. Anyway, you guys got to let me know what you think. You got to admit, the Nightmare from Elm Street, huh? Once again, I'm really looking forward to the comments. I mean, they took time building it. A couple of hearses, perhaps. Anyway, I want to thank you all for dropping by to watch and comment and subscribe. Please remember to keep your feet down, your heads up. I need you all to get out and enjoy each and every day. Bye now.